Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Crime Talk. Today, we embark on a journey through a chilling and complex tale of espionage, justice, and the atomic age. This story unfolds against the backdrop of a tumultuous mid-20th century, a time when the world was gripped by the fear of communism and the awe-inspiring power of nuclear weapons. Our narrative commences in 1930, within the tumultuous aftermath of World War I, where communism was on the rise. A Jewish Rosenberg, a Jewish Russian immigrant residing in America, might have appeared unassuming at first glance. He fell in love with Ethel, a fellow Jew, and together they embarked on a life fraught with challenges and responsibilities deeply intertwined with their heritage. As the Cold War escalated and the specter of communism loomed large, Julius and Ethel Rosenberg found themselves thrust into the harsh spotlight of suspicion. They were accused of espionage, and their lives took a fateful turn. The media frenzy and the charged political climate of the era swayed public opinion against them. In the year 1953, the Rosenberg couple faced a grim fate as they were sentenced to death, marking a chilling and somber chapter in the annals of American justice. The method chosen for their execution was the electric chair, a gruesome and terrifying ordeal. On a dark night in June 1953, Julius Rosenberg was led into a room within a high-security prison where a specially prepared electric chair awaited him. Strapped in with a cap securely fastened to his head, the clock struck 8, and with a chilling surge of electricity, the first shock was administered. Julius's heart ceased to beat, bringing an end to his life in just a matter of minutes. Ethel Rosenberg, Julius' wife, faced the same gruesome fate shortly thereafter. At just 34 years of age, she was led to the electric chair, all eyes in the room fixed upon her. The switch was flipped, and the first electric shock coursed through her body. To the horror of those present, Ethel remained alive, her body convulsing in agonizing torment. 3 shocks were administered in quick succession before the doctors and experts present could finally confirm her demise. It was a tragic end for the couple, who had been subjected to the horrors of the electric chair not once, but an astonishing 5 times in total. The lifeless bodies of Julius and Ethel were removed amidst heightened security, their remains held overnight within the confines of the prison. On June 20th, 1953, they were finally laid to rest in a solemn ceremony. Over 500 individuals accompanied them on their final journey, and an astounding 10,000 people gathered outside the graveyard, a testament to the profound impact the Rosenberg case had on the nation. But the question that lingered in the minds of many was why Julius and Ethel Rosenberg had met their end in such a gruesome and extraordinary manner. Their case raised troubling questions about potential negligence in the execution process, prompting lawyers and activists to call for a thorough investigation into the incident. Their tragic fate would not be forgotten, and steps would be taken to ensure that such horrifying incidents would be prevented in the future. This chilling tale began its inception 23 years prior, in the year 1930, when the world was witnessing the ascent of communism, an ideology that was viewed with growing suspicion in the United States. The fear of espionage and the arms race that followed World War I set the stage for the Rosenberg case. It was during this period that the United States developed the atomic bomb, a weapon of unimaginable destruction symbolized by the devastating bombings of Nagasaki and Hiroshima. As the rivalry between the United States and the Soviet Union intensified, Russia felt the pressing need to catch up in the deadly arms race. To achieve this goal, they turned to espionage to steal the closely guarded secrets of the atomic bomb. Tasked with this dangerous mission was Semyon Semyonov, a Soviet intelligence agent. Semyonov embarked on his mission in America, seeking potential allies who could provide vital information. His quest led him to Julius Rosenberg, a man who harbored a soft spot for Russia and a firm belief in the cause of communism. Julius, an engineer serving in the U.S. Army, possessed valuable knowledge about American weapons. He willingly shared details about military equipment, quickly becoming an invaluable asset to the Soviet cause. However, Semyonov's primary interest lay in the realm of nuclear power. And despite Julius's best efforts, the closely guarded secrets of atomic energy remained elusive. As time wore on, Julius's patience began to wane. Ethel Greenglass, Julius's wife, had a brother named David Greenglass, who was gainfully employed on America's nuclear project. This revelation was nothing short of explosive. Julius was approached to involve Ethel in their clandestine work, a secret that he had diligently concealed from her up until that point. In due course, Julius finally unveiled the true nature of their mission to Ethel. Being a staunch communist sympathizer, Ethel willingly agreed to join their cause. David Greenglass, the key to the nuclear plant, was convinced by Ethel to lend his support to their covert operation. He began feeding them crucial information, including intricate details about the Fat Man, the very bomb dropped on Hiroshima. This pivotal information swiftly made its way to Russia, leading to their successful nuclear test. While America was acutely aware that Russia was on the brink of a nuclear breakthrough, the rapidity of their success raised suspicions. An internal inquiry was launched, and the plots thickened when Klaus Fuchs, a German scientist working in Britain, was apprehended. Fuchs confessed that the development of the Russian nuclear bomb was facilitated by American citizens, and he named one particular accomplice, Harry Gold. This shocking revelation ignited a controversial case that would deeply unsettle America. David Greenglass, employed at a nuclear plant, was the next to be arrested. His revelation sent shockwaves through the nation, implicating his sister, Ethel, and her husband, Julius Rosenberg. Their arrest on July 17, 1950, marked the beginning of a dramatic and pivotal episode in American history. However, the narrative took an unexpected turn when it was disclosed that Greenglass was not solely a plant worker. He was a spy as well. Greenglass confessed to passing on crucial secrets to Ethel, who meticulously typed them up for the Russian secret agency. Greenglass's testimony became instrumental, leading to the prosecution of Julius and Ethel Rosenberg. Despite his active involvement in the espionage, Greenglass received a comparatively lenient punishment, while the full weight of the law bore down upon the Rosenbergs. The early 1950s witnessed the unfolding of a dramatic courtroom showdown that lasted from 1951 to 1953. This historic trial marked the first instance in American history in which a married couple was sentenced to death for espionage. The verdicts sparked outrage, with critics vehemently arguing that Ethel was innocent, while her husband Julius was the true culprit. Despite the public outcry, the Supreme Court upheld the sentence, leaving the nation shaken by the chilling specter of the electric chair. The Jewish community, along with individuals across Europe and beyond, voiced their dissent, vehemently questioning the absence of direct evidence against Ethel. The Rosenberg couple's fate would forever haunt the pages of World War I history, serving as a stark reminder of an era marked by espionage, the frenzied pursuit of atomic supremacy, and the unyielding hand of justice. On June 19, 1953, Julius and Ethel Rosenberg faced their grim fate at precisely 8 o'clock in the evening. This timing was carefully chosen to avoid coinciding with the commencement of the Jewish Day of Prayer. Although their execution had originally been scheduled for 11 p.m., the courtroom witnessed a tense clash of beliefs as the defense and the judge engaged in a heated debate. 4 hours before the execution, the White House was a scene of frenetic activity as efforts were made to persuade then President Dwight David Eisenhower, the 34th President of the United States, to grant clemency to the Rosenbergs. His decision would irrevocably seal their fate and cast a long shadow over this tragic chapter of American history. Today, the case of Julius and Ethel Rosenberg continues to serve as a haunting and profoundly significant chapter in American history. It raises enduring questions about justice, espionage, and the far-reaching consequences of political ideologies in a world grappling with the terrifying power of the atomic age.